The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers, Hope's deadly scheme, Justin's shocking death, and the search for answers. Welcome back to the B&B Spoilers channel. Today, we're diving into one of the most thrilling and suspenseful plotlines on The Bold and the Beautiful. A chilling murder, a dangerous power play, and the unraveling of hidden motives are about to set the stage for a whole new wave of drama. If you've been following the current episodes, you know that the Forrester family is at a critical crossroads, with their future hanging in the balance. In this intense chapter, Justin's sudden death threatens to unravel everything, but who is truly responsible for his tragic demise? Let's explore the shocking twists that are about to shake the foundation of the Forrester empire. Justin's crucial role in regaining Forrester Creations. The storyline begins with Justin playing an essential role in the Forrester family's plans. As of now, Justin is the only person who could help Ridge and Steffi reclaim Forrester Creations after it slipped from their grasp. Ridge and Steffi have placed a great deal of trust in him, knowing that his influence and actions could tip the scales in their favor. Forrester Creations has been a long-standing symbol of power and legacy, and its loss is something Ridge and Steffi cannot accept. However, there's another side to this equation, Hope Logan. Hope has her own designs on Forrester Creations, and she isn't willing to give up her ambitions just because Ridge and Steffi want to take back control. Hope has teamed up with Carter, and together, they've been working on a covert plan to hijack the company. Their scheme has been progressing without issue, but there's one significant obstacle in their way, Justin. If he helps Ridge and Steffi succeed, it will completely thwart Hope's and Carter's efforts. Desperate to prevent this from happening, Hope decides to take matters into her own hands. Hope's deadly plan. What happens next is a chilling moment of manipulation and deception. Hope knows exactly where Justin frequents, so she carefully plans her move. On the day of the murder, Hope visits a local cafe that Justin often goes to, where she knows he's likely to be. Her plan is simple but deadly. She will poison Justin's drink, ensuring that he will never have the chance to interfere with her and Carter's plans. In the quiet, bustling cafe, Hope waits for Justin to arrive. As he sits down to enjoy his coffee, she quietly pours a lethal substance into his cup. Justin remains unaware of the deadly concoction, and he calmly drinks his beverage without suspicion. The poison quickly takes effect, and within moments, Justin collapses, his body convulsing as he falls to the ground. The shock and horror in the cafe are palpable, with patrons rushing to call for help, but it's too late, Justin is dead. The police are quickly called to the scene, and the investigation begins immediately. The authorities are quick to determine that Justin's death is no accident, it was a murder, and someone deliberately poisoned him. The question now becomes, who is responsible for such a cold-blooded act? The suspicion falls on Hope. Steffi, deeply shocked by the news of Justin's death, quickly begins to put the pieces together. As a key member of the Forrester family, Steffi knows just how critical Justin's role was in their efforts to regain control of the company. She immediately suspects that someone with an interest in stopping the Forrester family from regaining the business could be responsible for the murder. Her suspicions inevitably fall on Hope. After all, Hope stands to benefit greatly from Justin's death. If Justin is out of the picture, it would pave the way for Hope and Carter to take over Forrester Creations. It makes perfect sense. Hope has both the motive and the opportunity to eliminate Justin before he could interfere with her plan. Steffi begins her own investigation into Justin's murder. She contacts the police and offers her help in piecing together what happened. The authorities start by collecting security footage from the cafe, hoping to find any clues that could point to the murderer. They also interview the people who were present at the cafe that day, trying to uncover any witness statements that could provide valuable insights into the events leading up to Justin's death. Steffi's role in the investigation. Steffi is determined to find the truth, but she faces a significant challenge. There's no direct evidence linking Hope to the crime, and without solid proof, it's difficult to accuse her outright. The police continue to look into other possibilities, but Steffi is relentless in her pursuit of justice. She knows that if Hope is behind Justin's murder, the family needs to confront her before she can carry out any more devastating actions. As Steffi and the police sift through the footage, they discover something startling. While Hope's presence at the cafe is not immediately suspicious, there's a strange coincidence: the timing of the poisoning. It appears that Hope arrived just moments before Justin ordered his drink, and she was in close proximity when the poison was slipped into his cup. This raises a red flag for Steffi, who becomes more and more convinced that Hope had a hand in Justin's death. Despite the mounting suspicion, Steffi still lacks concrete evidence. She continues to work closely with the authorities, pushing them to dig deeper. As the investigation progresses, new details emerge that might help to corroborate Steffi's theory. However, the question remains: will they be able to gather enough proof to charge Hope with the murder, or will the truth remain hidden for good? Hope's growing desperation. Meanwhile, Hope begins to feel the pressure mounting around her. She's aware of Steffi's suspicions and the growing investigation, and she starts to panic. The walls are closing in, and it's becoming harder for her to cover her tracks. Hope has always been someone who's tried to maintain a sense of innocence, but with Justin's death hanging over her head, she's beginning to crack under the weight of her own guilt. However, will Hope's desperation drive her to make more mistakes, or will she manage to manipulate the situation to her advantage? Carter, who has been working alongside Hope on their plans for Forrester Creations, remains in the dark about the murder. He's unaware of the role Hope may have played, and he continues to support her as they work toward taking over the company. But how long will it be before he begins to question Hope's actions, especially as the investigation heats up? The final showdown. As the investigation moves forward, the Forrester family is torn apart by the shocking death of Justin. The lines between allies and enemies begin to blur, and everyone is forced to confront their own involvement in the game for power at Forrester Creations. Will Steffi and Ridge be able to reclaim the company they've worked so hard for, or will Hope and Carter manage to outmaneuver them, even if it means resorting to deadly tactics? The search for the truth behind Justin's murder is just beginning, and with every new twist, the tension builds. The question on everyone's mind is simple: who killed Justin, and why? As we continue to watch this high-stakes drama unfold, one thing is for certain: the Forrester family will never be the same again. The consequences of this shocking death will ripple through their lives, changing their relationships, their goals, and their futures. Next, we will dive into the escalating relationship between Hope and Carter, exploring their journey, their challenges, and what might lie ahead. It's hard to ignore the dramatic shift in Carter's life as he has found himself out of favor with the Forrester family. His position has become tenuous, but that might not be such a bad thing. Now that he's no longer embroiled in the endless drama that comes with his ties to the Forresters, Carter is able to focus on someone else: Hope. With the pressures of family dynamics behind him, he finds himself spending more time with Hope, and what began as simple moments of support has slowly blossomed into something far more intimate. Lazy mornings have turned into cherished routines, and date nights have transformed into the kind of regular connection that solidifies a deeper bond. Carter, it seems, is ready to leave behind his past, especially when it comes to the Forrester family, and embrace the world that Hope has drawn him into. It's no surprise, then, that as Carter continues to grow closer to Hope, he finds himself wrapped around her little finger. From the very first kiss, Hope has wielded an influence over Carter's life that's undeniable. He's given up his professional reputation, sacrificed personal relationships, and faced humiliation, all for her. His loyalty to her has never wavered, even in the face of significant challenges. But the question looms: how long will this last? For now, there's no indication that Hope's grip on him will loosen, especially given her ever-growing emotional attachment to him. Will she be content with their current connection, or will Hope eventually push for even more? One of the most significant developments in their relationship is Hope's desire to expand their family. It's clear from recent moments of reflection that Hope is longing for a new addition to her life, and she's determined to make that happen with Carter by her side. The prospect of having a baby with him fills her with excitement, and it's becoming increasingly evident that this is the next chapter Hope wants to write in her life. There's no denying that she's fully committed to turning her dreams into reality, and with Carter completely on board, it seems like this may be exactly what they need to solidify their relationship even further. Hope's enthusiasm for having a baby is not just about the joy of motherhood, but also about creating something permanent with Carter. A baby would be more than just a new addition to the family, it would be a symbol of their love and the life they've built together. For Carter, the idea of starting a family with Hope represents a fresh start, one that's free from the turmoil of his past. He's watched from the sidelines for so long, officiating weddings, attending baby showers, and celebrating milestones for others, but now it's his turn to step into the spotlight. This opportunity to build a family with Hope is, for him, an immensely fulfilling prospect. For Hope, this baby represents a dream come true in more ways than one. This would be the first time she's having a child with a man who is wholly invested in her, someone who wants her and only her. Her past relationships have been complicated, but with Carter, the bond is different. This child would symbolize not just motherhood, but the true partnership she has longed for. Her wish for a family with Carter is a desire for stability, love, and mutual support, things she hasn't always had. With the prospect of a sibling for little Beth on the horizon, Hope is already imagining the joy and excitement a new life would bring. And the idea of raising a child with Carter, someone who's already shown her unwavering dedication, is something she eagerly anticipates. So, will Carter and Hope's dream of starting a family together become a reality? As things heat up between them, the possibility of a pregnancy looms large. Whether or not Hope will soon find herself holding a positive pregnancy test, one thing is for sure, Hope and Carter are on the cusp of a major life change. The question remains, can their love survive the pressures of parenthood, or will this next chapter be more challenging than they ever expected? Only time will tell. As we watch their journey unfold, it's clear that the stakes are higher than ever for Hope and Carter. Their evolving relationship, with all its complexities and potential for growth, will continue to be one of the most compelling storylines in the series. Next, we have some exciting news about Crue Moro, the son of the young and the restless star Joshua Moro, who has recently joined the cast of The Bold and the Beautiful. Crue has stepped into the role of Will Spencer, the son of Katie Logan and Bill Spencer. However, his journey into acting is not exactly what you might expect. As it turns out, he never had plans to follow in his father's footsteps. Crue's career has been shaped by his own choices, rather than by any urging from his famous father, who has played Nicholas Newman on The Young and the Restless for over 30 years. While Joshua Moro has been a mainstay on daytime television, Crue's path has taken a different, yet equally exciting, direction. Although his father's legacy in the acting world may have opened doors, Crue's decision to pursue his own career as an actor was born from his own passion and ambition, not from any familial pressure. His debut on The Bold and the Beautiful has been met with intrigue, as his character, Will Spencer, has already become a key part of one of the show's major storylines. But despite his rising profile in the soap opera world, Crue is making sure to keep his options open by branching out into the film industry as well. In addition to his work on The Bold and the Beautiful, Crue Moro has been cast in a new legal thriller, Wild Cards. The film, directed by Wes Miller, is poised to bring a gripping, intense drama to the big screen. Crue plays Theodore Sterling, a privileged young man who finds himself at the center of a high-stakes sexual assault case involving a 20-something African-American woman. The movie explores the complexities of the legal system as it follows a jury's deliberations, with tensions running high as they weigh the evidence in the case. The plot delves into the deep-seated issues of bias, privilege, and justice, which are brought to the forefront as the jury members, with vastly different backgrounds and beliefs, engage in fierce debates about the case. But the real twist comes when a mysterious witness, referred to as the wild card, emerges with information that could completely change the course of the trial. This enigmatic figure, whose motives and connection to the accused are shrouded in uncertainty, adds an unpredictable layer to the story, creating a whirlwind of conflict and moral ambiguity. The cast of wildcards includes a stellar lineup, with Leon, Aries Spears, Elise Neal, and Stakia Lynn Washington all set to bring their talents to the film. The movie is being produced by Leon, along with Andrew Van Den Houten, Wes Miller, and Joseph O'Connor, and is being financed by Blacklight. The project has already generated significant buzz, with its thought-provoking storyline tackling critical social issues in a powerful, cinematic way. Wes Miller, the director, is no stranger to bold storytelling, and he's expressed his excitement about bringing wildcards to life. In a recent announcement about the film's pre-production, Miller shared his philosophy on cinema, stating, "Cinema is about capturing truth, authenticity. To do that, we must be unafraid to confront the uncomfortable truths of our society." With such a passionate and skilled team behind the project, Wildcards is shaping up to be a compelling and socially relevant film that will captivate audiences and spark conversations. It's exciting to see Crue Moro navigating two very different worlds, one in the soap opera realm and the other in serious, thought-provoking cinema. As The Bold and the Beautiful continues to feature his character in pivotal storylines, Crue's new venture into the world of film further proves his versatility and ambition as an actor. His rise in both television and film shows that he's more than just a product of his father's success. He's carving out his own path and making a name for himself in the entertainment industry. Next, we're diving deep into one of the most intriguing developments in The Bold and the Beautiful, the unexpected shift from a potential split personality storyline for Hope to one now seemingly unfolding with Luna. This twist has left fans buzzing, and it begs the question, did the show's writers trick us into thinking Hope was heading for a dissociative identity disorder arc only to turn the tables with Luna? For years, fans speculated that Hope's character might eventually be written into a split personality storyline. There was a certain build-up that suggested the possibility. After all, Hope had been through a significant amount of trauma and dysfunction. Raised by a woman with a reputation like Brooke, a figure known for her complicated romantic history, Hope's life was far from ordinary. On top of that, she suffered the trauma of discovering her boyfriend, Liam, had slept with her mother, Brooke, at her high school graduation party. These factors alone could have been enough to lay the groundwork for a psychological unraveling. As time went on, Hope's behavior became more erratic, and the signs were there that something wasn't quite right. Initially, Hope had no interest in Thomas. In fact, the mere thought of him being close to her made her physically uncomfortable. But over time, something shifted, and Hope began fantasizing about him. Not long after, she started having racy daydreams about Finn, her brother-in-law. Then, out of nowhere, Hope threw herself into an instant relationship with Carter, a man who had also been part of the show's romantic drama. While on the surface, this could just seem like a woman enjoying the attention of multiple eligible men, The Bold and the Beautiful often leans into more classic soap opera tropes, where every character's actions are laced with underlying motives and dark secrets. This made many fans believe that the show might be hinting at a more complex psychological issue, like dissociative identity disorder did for Hope. But here's the twist. Instead of Hope's character being the one to face this mental health crisis, it seems the writers have passed the torch to Luna. And what a character Luna has become. Fans have noticed that Luna seems to have two distinct personalities. On one hand, she's sweet, so innocent that her charm could almost give you a sugar rush. On the other hand, there's a darker, more twisted side to her. This side is capable of manipulation and, more shockingly, murder. She's already killed 2 people, including her own father. This drastic shift in behavior makes Luna an intriguing candidate for a Did storyline, as the soap might reveal that her inner darkness is not just a product of her upbringing but a result of a deeper psychological issue. If Luna is indeed suffering from a mental disorder like dissociative identity disorder, there's a strong possibility that the storyline could take a rapid turn. We could see her undergo treatment and, perhaps, be released from the emotional and legal consequences of her actions by New Year's. Would the show go so far as to make her a free woman after a quick mental health diagnosis? It's certainly a possibility in the world of the bold and the beautiful, where characters often find themselves getting away with far more than they should. Now, let's consider the alternative. Would it have been better for Hope to go down this path instead of Luna? Some fans may have preferred to see Hope grapple with her psychological complexities in this way, given her troubled history and the emotional baggage she's carried throughout the years. Hope's journey has been filled with personal battles, so a deep dive into her mental health could have added a fascinating new layer to her character. Yet, there's something about Luna's dual personalities that make her a more compelling fit for this storyline. She's mysterious, unpredictable, and already walking a fin.